Going on happy Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. I feel like every time I make a video, I'm wearing the same outfit. I promise, I have a lot more outfits in my wardrobe. But I guess this is just like a Wednesday thing. I don't know. But anyways, in today's video, I'm going to talk a little bit about when's the right time to sell. Meaning, you've owned your home for 5-6 years, or you bought right before the pandemic, you have a bunch of equity in your home, or you paid cash for it and you don't use it enough, right? It's a second or third home for you. So if you live in the Jupiter area or around there, in 2020 and 2021, home prices in Jupiter specifically appreciated 38% year over year. So 38% 2020 and another 38% 2021. Now, with the market where it's at now, with interest rates, I know it doesn't affect too many people, but for, I would say, $1 million and under, that does affect some people. But with interest rates where they are, with insurance where they're at, it's definitely affecting the market. However, for home prices above $1 million, typically those transactions are cash deals. So that's not affecting too many people. Now, during this time, right, it's people are asking, hey, should I sell my home? You know, I got a ton of equity in it, or I bought it for a great price before COVID, blah, 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 blah. A lot of people, Zillow did a report, I think it was, what was it? 78% that bought a home, like right in the peak of the market, bought a home just because of the frenzy, right? They bought it because everyone else was buying homes, lack of inventory, demand was super high, people were paying ridiculous prices for them, multiple offers, blah, 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 blah. But Zillow said 78% of people that bought their homes aren't happy with them. They just bought them because there was nothing else out there. Now, if that was you and you bought your home in the peak, you're not happy with it, now's the time to sell. Because, like I said, in Jupiter, or wherever you're at, but in Jupiter specifically, home prices appreciated 38% year over year for 2 years, 2020 and 2021. So, if you were to cash out now, how much money would you make, right? And people are saying, hey, you know, if I were to sell, where would I go? Well, inventory's high. In our MLS last year, or let me rephrase, back in 2022, we had about 15,000 listings in our MLS. And our MLS goes pretty much down from Vero down to like now we don't have access to like Vero Beach's MLS or Miami's MLS. They're kind of separate, but we still get stuff in there. But we had 15,000 listings, right? Today, as of today, we had 31,043 listings in our MLS. So our inventory doubled. You know, it's like, wow, that's a lot of inventory, blah, blah, blah. But you have a place to go. You have options now. But you still can sell your home for more. Let me rephrase. You're most likely able to sell your home for more than what you paid for it back before COVID, right? So now you're able to buy something you want. Your interest rate, if you're getting a mortgage, your interest rates are most likely going to be higher. But looking at the average or the industry standards, 6% is pretty average if you look at history. Back in the 80s, they were in the high teens, 18%. But at the same time, back in the 80s, you were probably paying $60 a month for your mortgage payment, you know. But anyways, where I'm going with this is if you want to sell, now's the time to. And people are going to say, well, you know, the market's shifting. It's going to crash. We're in a recession. Every 7 years we have a cycle, right? And if you plan on holding on to your home, then you have nothing to worry about, right? So it's something I advise and say, hey, you know, if you plan on holding for 7 years, look back 7 years ago when you owned your house, what'd you pay for? I paid $400,000. Well, what's it worth today? You know, it's worth $800,000. Who cares what the market's doing right now? If you plan on holding it for another 7 years, history proves itself that it appreciates over time. Like I always talk about, you're going to see this along the way, but over time, you're going to see that. So what's holding you back from now? I mean, people keep saying, oh, I'm going to wait. Well, you said that about last market, and you missed out on last market too. So people, by you waiting, it's costing you money. So, right now is the time to buy or sell, depending on what the market's doing. The market's going to be wonky for the next few years. We saw a minor recession back in 2021. In order to compensate for that, that's why interest rates went down to in the twos. We saw, recessions over time, but they correct themselves, and that's how you keep, I don't know if you'd say it like this, but like a healthy market. I mean, if we only had appreciation 24/7, like we never had recessions or anything like that, I mean, we'd all be outpriced. Gas prices would be through the roof, stock market would be through the roof, everything would be through the roof, and we couldn't afford it. Food prices, car prices, and we kind of saw that a little bit during COVID, and that's why it's correcting itself. So those are just some thoughts, food for thought. Let me know what you think. Comment down below, and shoot me a text, give me a call. If you're thinking about buying or selling your home, call me. Like the video, subscribe.